Yo, testing, testing. Testing. Sounds like we're in action. Sounds like we're in action. Everybody's doing well in this day. All right, that's okay. All right, 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 all right. Um. All right, so yeah, it's interesting. So the players that they're talking about right now are Ja, Zion, Trey, LaMelo, and Giannis. I wonder what everybody's thinking. What y'all thinking? Um, Maybe like the next time. I don't know exactly the next time um I'll be on, but does anybody have any thoughts on who's gonna be gone? I mean, maybe I could elaborate on those guys next time, but I'll start with Giannis. I mean, it's kind of tricky. Like I think it might be a thing where Giannis might have to be the one to kind of pull the trigger here. Um, you're talking about Giannis. He's kind of in a different situation than all these guys, right? Because Milwaukee's not actually that bad right now. And two, this guy's a title guy, right? He's one of the top, three best players in the league. You could argue he's the best player in the world. Um, he does it on both ends. He's been a defensive player of the year. He's been a multi-time MVP. He's a champion. You know what I mean? So just to move a guy like that is tough. But at the end of the day, um, you want to maximize his value because the way he plays, how much longer can he sustain that greatness for trade value? And another point is when it comes to Giannis. Oh, my sound is coming in all right. And then another thing is, does he want to be there, right? Dame gets hurt, kind of hurts everything. And I feel like it's been a little bit tricky since not having Drew Holiday. I feel like Drew Holiday was a kind of leader for this team that they really needed. So, yeah, I don't know if anybody has thoughts on what they think Giannis is going to do. A lot of people, we always say Giannis to the Golden State Warriors. Will that actually happen? We don't know. LaMelo Ball is kind of a little bit different. I'm gonna do Ja later, but LaMelo Ball is probably a little bit different because Melo Ball is when you look at Melo Ball, like that team has never really won, right? I mean, he's been in the league for what draft was Melo Ball? Let's say 2020. Probably see. And he's had a lot of injury, Ball being hurt. Yeah, 2020 draft. He's played in 58% of the games. Like he's a gifted player. It's just what can you do with his like LaMelo Ball is like a really good player. It's just how do you put him in position to win is kind of the thing. You know what I mean? I mean that's kind of like the best way I could say it. How do you put LaMelo Ball in a position to win games? Um, right? Um, LaMelo Ball reminds me of like one of those like basketball legends that like played in the park. You know, like anybody who grew up in like the and one era kind of knows what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like these dudes that were, like Hook Mitchell or even um who's another like legend. Uh Even Skip to My Lou or the Professor or the girl or Earl the Goat Manigault. Like any of those like people who like, I mean Earl made it, the Goat made it, and Rafer Alston made it, right? But there's always these guys that like people are like, man, if they made the NBA, they would be cooking people, they'd be handling business, and that's what LaMelo Ball kind of reminds me of. He reminds me of a guy who's just so gifted with basketball, but like, was the structure exactly right for him to win? Was always the thing. But you could tell he's darn good. Like he's nice. He's nice at basketball. He should have made the All-Star team last year. If they stick with him this year and they have a decent record, he probably could make the All-Star team. I don't know. Trae Young, kind of a similar situation. Has had more playoff success than LaMelo Ball, but you know, the step up for Trae Young is gonna have to be his defense, right? Um, Learning how to defend, learning how to be a leader. I mean, he's obviously one of the best players in the league. I believe he led the league in assists last year for the first time, right? So, I mean, it's not that he can't play. It's not that, but he's kind of gotten the rap of like being a empty stats guy, which I mean, there's certain people that they put in that category, but he has brought his team to the playoffs. It's just a matter of like those things I said, like defense, leadership, because they've constructed teams around him that were kind of with a whole bunch of like individual defenders, but I think it'll take the right recipe to work for him. Zion, I mean, I would say the number one thing that most people would say, and obviously I would have to be stereotypical here, is um, health, right? Can he stay healthy? So that's the main thing with Zion is can he stay healthy and stay on the court? Yeah, but if anybody has any thoughts, let me know. Spurs get the dub. Bryant, he could be a good defender. Sochan, he is a good defender. Champagny is a good player. Him and his brother. Uh, he's the St. John's brother. Yeah, he's the St. John's brother, and the other one went to Pittsburgh. Keldon Johnson, I think he's really good. I think this team the better he does, I always say him and Vassell, the better they do, I feel like the better the team does. Jones Garcia, I'm happy he's in the league. McLaughlin, happy he's in the league. Out of USC, big time California high school player. So guys like that, I always kind of root for them. They have Fox back today. Just not sure what they're doing, like what they're gonna do with that lineup, though. But I guess they put Fox in the starting lineup with Castle. And let kind of Fox score. And Wembanyama had an interesting stat line: 18-18, 3 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks. Harrison Barnes been a vet. I mean, how old is Harrison Barnes? 33? Yeah, 33. Yeah, he's been in the league for a minute and just been doing what he does. Michael Peavy, Jordan Hawkins, good shooter. You know what's interesting is Derek Queen, man. Like these rookies, it's been a serious rookie class, man. Like, you know, this rookie class came in with a lot of hype. They're playing pretty well. Derek Queen is playing pretty well. He's had some good games. Past 2 games have been really good. 12, 8, and 7. Man, Derek Queen, another Montbird guy who played with Cade Cunningham. I think there was 4 of them that got drafted in this last draft, if I'm not mistaken. Jeremiah Fears. Good game for him. 18, 3 assists, 3 boards, 2 steals. That guy has no fear. He fears nobody at all. At all. And yeah, you know, he's coming to play. Herb Jones, I would say he's more of a defender, but had a good offensive game today. And Trey Murphy, I feel like he's gonna have to lead these guys. Especially with Zion being out, but he's kind of struggled to start the season. But massive game for him here, but didn't lead to the dub. So we got the Lake Show, who's been off to a hot start. Um, 22 and 11. Rui with 8. Laravia has been playing well. DeAndre Ayton's been playing well too. Vanderbilt is big, you know. He's a throwback player, you know. He's like that old school defender kind of guy. Yoda, what up, man? Yeah, I was talking before about like some of these guys that might potentially lead their teams, like Giannis, Ja Morant, Trae Young. Not sure what they're gonna do with some of these guys. LaMelo. Don't connect. Also, another good young player. Not exactly sure what his role is going to be with them. But decent game by Bronny James here. 9 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. So shout out to Bronny James. Gaye, 21, 7 and 7. Wow. Kongu, 2 African brothers right there. Risa Shea, man, rookie of the year last year. Sure, he's averaging. Yeah, I mean, he's a solid player. He's a good athlete. No Trae Young here. The Wallace brothers, Dyson Daniels had a really big game. 13 assists. Asa Newell, man, another Montbird guy who played with Cooper Flagg. Played in college at Florida, but played with Cooper Flag. Yeah, played at Georgia. Had a good rookie year. I mean, freshman year. Played with Cooper Flag at Montverde. So a bunch of those guys just turned into first round picks there. Cressy, Caleb Houston, another good shooter, and Folly Dante, young big man. Surprised they got that win with them, but probably without Austin Reeves, been a little bit of a challenge. Toronto's been playing better as of late. I'm never too sure exactly what they're gonna do, but I feel like when they got rid of Masai, I'm not too sure. Agbaji, still not sure on his role. Grady Dick, still not sure on his role. Murray Boyles has been playing well. Mamu been playing well, but the guys that are pretty much going to be leading them are like that top four, right? You got Brandon Ingram, who's been an all-star. R.J. Barrett, who's shown a lot of improvement, especially as a playmaker. You see the 6 assists there. Scotty Barnes, who's unselfish, probably maybe their best player. Also been an all-star, and Quigley's been playing well this year. Shooting the ball could get better, but yeah, Philadelphia's kind of come down to earth. Joel Embiid, Watford plays really tough though. Shout out to Watford. Brandon Ingram threw a water bottle. Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre's been playing well. VJ Edstrom, another one of the good rookies. Quentin Grimes, I feel like has been good. Still not sure exactly how they're going to incorporate Joel Embiid. Not sure if they want to trade him. Man, it's tricky, man. It's just a tricky thing with Joel Embiid. But Maxi's been playing out of his mind right now. I imagine Cooper Flag had a big game tonight. Not necessarily, but decent game. 6 assists. It's been a challenge playing him at the point guard. I'm still not sure exactly why. But Najee Marshall, being a veteran, just came in and played well. I think Williams, he's been there for a few years. Him and Hardy, I feel like they're going to need those guys to step up, and Christie, because I'm not sure how they're trying to use D'Angelo Russell. Because in my mind, D'Angelo Russell is probably the guy that has the experience, has been an all-star, could help you. But I guess against a team like Washington, I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. Like, I'm not exactly sure what. I imagine it's a draft type thing. Bob Carrington was playing a lot more last year, so I don't know what they're trying to do with his role either. Cam Whitmore, definitely a gifted player. Kind of like him and Shaedon Sharpe. Like, I feel like those two dudes are just freak athletes, strong dudes. Yeah, Cam Whitmore, what is he, like 250? 230? And dude is a strong dude, man. Bagley, I feel like he's been quietly playing well. Champagny, talked about his brother. Trey Johnson, another pretty good, another one of the good rookies. Not sure exactly his role either, but Alex Sarr has kind of been leading these guys. On the low, Alex Sarr has been really putting in some. He's been really doing some good work for these guys. So shout out to Alex Sarr, honestly. But CJ McCollum, man, I think he's one of the best players I've seen in my time of watching basketball to never make an all-star team. Kind of makes me sad. Um, this is a pretty good matchup in the Eastern Conference right here. We could cover this one for a little bit. DeAndre Hunter makes 2 of the 2 free throws. Herter with the miss. Evan Mobley with the defensive rebound. I imagine they're just gonna I don't know if they're trying to foul him or just let the clock run out with 4 seconds to go, down by 4. I mean, this is gonna be kind of tough to come back. Okay, so Trey Jones elects to foul. Jalen Tyson. Trey Jones, another guy on the low, has been playing well this year, right? These are 2 of the better teams in the East. I think that's kind of going to seal it. 4 seconds to go. Tyson makes the first one, cashes the second one. Trey Jones misses, and that's all. That's all she wrote right there. Bulls started off really hot this season. We'll see how it ends up. But Josh Giddey's been playing well. Trey Jones been playing well. Lascelles has been he's been having more opportunities, and it was kind of like kind of even here. Smith from Maryland, right? Jalen Smith, the big. Patrick Williams been there for a while. So it's Chicago started off well. Vucevic been a multi-time All-Star, so he's a guy that you can kind of lean on, right, as a vet. I liked the bench a lot last year for Cleveland, but I mean, not bad now. They still got Sam Merrill, still got Dean Wade, you got Lonzo Ball, who I believe he's on a minutes restriction. But the thing with Lonzo Ball, I would like to see him just next things like round out his scoring. Yo, Artem, how you doing? How you doing, Artem? Welcome to the channel. Who's your team, Artem? You a Celtics fan or who? Or Knicks fan? Donovan Mitchell doing Donovan Mitchell things. Evan Mobley was an All-Star last year, Defensive Player of the Year. DeAndre Hunter, he's been playing well. And he's been playing well ever since he got over here. So DeAndre Hunter is a good guy, a good player, a good 3-and-D guy. UVA guy. Artem, you think any trades are going to go down? I think him and do we have any other UVA guys in here? Nah. But let me go back to no other UVA guys. All right, let's get into John Morant. I mean, for anybody who doesn't know or who does know, John Morant kind of expressed a little bit of frustration maybe with his role on the team. Frustration with his role on the team the other night. And hold on, y'all. Let me pause the live for a second. sorry about that. Yeah. So Continental, like, just another one of those rookies playing really well this year. Been a good rookie class, and Continental was drafted really high. I don't know why he's 20 years old though, but John Morant, he's been a multi-time All-Star, right? Uh, I feel like he's built in the mold that works for the NBA, right? That explosive point guard. Um, that super athletic, can jump, can fly through the lane. Shooting has always been the thing with John Morant, but that's always been a challenge with any of these kind of super athlete kind of players, right? Stay prayed up, y'all. These super athlete kind of players, so it's not really anything different for a guy like John Morant. And his numbers really aren't that bad. I mean, the shooting isn't that great, but 22-7. A few years ago, John Morant was leading the way, and they were doing really well. Yeah, I think part of the issue is what is it, Ilisalo? Like I was saying the other night, I feel like this team really liked they really liked that other coach. What's the other coach's name? Taylor Jenkins, right? They really like Taylor Jenkins and Jaren Jackson Jr. Like, that was their guy, and it was working for them. If we go back, let's look at John Morant's career a little bit. Let's look at Memphis Grizzlies 2023. Right. Yeah, this year. 51 wins. Right. 2022. 56 wins. So that was the best. Finish that they've had. And then this 2024 season, I feel like that was a season where he had some challenges off the field, but right, he's been an All-Star twice. He was second team All-NBA. So it's not as if the ability isn't there. Yo, Anthony, what's up, man? It's not as if the ability isn't there. It's just he's kind of struggled. I don't know. I think the team has kind of struggled to build around him. Yo, man, how's it been going? Have you been able to rest up this weekend a little bit? It's a tricky thing, man. Because he kind of had a good thing going in Memphis. They had like a little bit of a unit. Him and Jaren Jackson Jr. I imagine they'll probably get rid of both of them. Jaren Jackson Jr., as I was kind of reading like earlier, he's not a super rebounder, but Oh, right on, man. What were you doing? Like ball handling drills and stuff? You know, his game is kind of built on the perimeter. He he's a solid shot blocker. You know, just under 2 per game. Shoots the He's a decent 3 point shooter. He's actually up from his weights and 500 shots. Oh wow, dude, that's really good. Yeah, that's really good. Um, you have like you go to like the Y, like a YMCA, or you have them like the garage or so. You know, he's not playing poorly this year. You know, it's just his skill set is kind of unique. It's a lot of threes, um, and really good defense. Garage. Oh yeah, heck yeah. But you were shooting outside in the cold. I imagine it's decently cold in Minnesota. You know, shooting the ball well this year. I say one of the better players to come out of Michigan State in quite a while. Yeah, you're shooting outside. Yeah, I respect that dedication, man. I respect that dedication. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, it's been working for you, man. You've been having a good season so far. You've been having a good season so far, man. Hopefully the team just continues to keep rolling. Hopefully your team continues to keep rolling and you guys do pretty well down the stretch when it comes to like January, February time. About playing AAU this year. Team overall isn't really even that. Cedric Coward's playing well. Rookie. Not a lot of people talking about him. I'm telling you, this rookie class. Yeah, yeah. I think with the right AAU team, man, you could really make some things happen. Like some good things could definitely happen for you, especially with the work ethic and the way you've been just approaching the game. Yeah, I remember. I remember you were telling me that you hooped all this time, but honestly, I didn't know you were this good though. Not gonna lie, like I didn't expect you to be that kind of an athlete. I don't know. It's just in my head. I just I didn't picture it. I don't know. I don't know why. Like I didn't know you were that good. It's pretty crazy. It's impressive. That's good stuff. But overall, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens in terms of these trades. Um, Kevin Durant was joking around with John Morant's dad. He was saying that this is going to be the last weekend in Memphis for John Morant, but it's got to be a decent fit, a team that where it kind of fits, and he's able to kind of resurrect his career. And you know, he's saying he lost the joy for the game, so hopefully he get that joy back. You know, he's got a good contract there. And he's got ability, man. He's one of the better players in the league. So it's just a matter of getting his flow right back to what he used to be. But other than that, I don't got too much for today. It was a decent day. Decent amount of college hoops. Yeah, it's kind of all I got. Yeah, and did you get some food in? Did you eat anything? Yeah. Yeah, so we got the Suns, the Clippers. Clippers have been struggling. The Suns have kind of picked it up a little bit as of late. So Nuggets are always the Nuggets. They're always right in the thick of things. And Indiana, they've been struggling without Halliburton, obviously. And TJ McConnell, I feel like that makes a difference. But Jokic, just another triple double, another day in the office. Tim Hardaway Jr. has been playing well as of late, so um, yeah, really nothing to say about that team. They're a machine. Jokic is a machine. But yeah, it's kind of what I have for the day. We will see what goes down with these trades and everything. Appreciate everybody for hopping on. And Yoda, Artem, appreciate it. This will probably be my last one for the week. Or yeah, until next week. Appreciate everybody for hopping on. God bless in Jesus' name. Amen.